Black is king. Black is king. Black is king. Black is king, y'all. Hello everybody, it is your girl Bria Van Kooten and I am back with a new video. As promised, I told you guys I'll be back with the Black is King review. Alright guys, so if you have not watched Black is King yet, if you have Disney Plus, watch it. If you don't have Disney Plus, go get Disney Plus and watch it. There is a 7-day free trial, so you can watch it. If you don't want to keep Disney Plus, there is a trial, so you can just have it for 7 days and just give it back. Okay, you could do that. But yeah, I do plan on watching it a little later. I want to watch it again because I know I want to show my mom it, so we're gonna watch it again. But yeah, overall it was beautiful. It was such a beautiful, empowering film. Being black, melanin, looks, the fashion, like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I was around 2 African women last night and they were like telling us like the different parts of where she took her inspiration from, and one of the girls said she, like, Beyonce did her research really well because she showed parts of Africa and like the outfits that they, even she went in far as like the outfits that they would wear on like to school and like in the streets. She did all of that in the film. So one of the girls was like, Beyonce really did her research because she represented the different parts of Africa well. So yeah, let's get into it. So top of it, like I said, it's on Disney Plus. You know, Beyonce getting them coins from each service. She got her coins from Netflix, she got her coins from now Disney Plus, she got her coins from HBO, she got her coins from ABC. Like, she's taking coins out of every station, every network, every streaming service. She's not playing. She letting y'all give her these coins, all right? Don't play with Beyonce Giselle Carter. And of course, it makes sense because this is a connection with The Lion King, which it came on Disney, so it definitely makes sense for it to be on Disney Plus. Like, it really made sense. And yeah, so basically this whole film was supposed to be like a reimagination of The Lion King, because we had the real life people playing The Lion King characters. So we had this little boy playing Simba, and then Jay-Z was like the grown Simba when he because of course, you know, in part of the movie you show like the child Simba and then he becomes adult Simba. So Jay-Z was like the adult Simba. So like then you saw like the hyenas, you saw Scar, Mufasa. So like each human person was playing a character from The Lion King, which I thought that was so dope. Watching it, I was like, ooh, this is so dope. Because each scene, obviously, if you watch The Lion King, whether it be the one that came out last year with Beyonce and Childish Gambino, Danny Glover, and all that, or you watch the one from years ago, you know what The Lion King is. And when you watched her film, you saw each scene reimagined into what it would be like for like a human character, a human person. So I thought that was so dope. Like, that concept was so dope. And just watching Beyonce talk about this film, you can see how happy and like excited and proud she was for everybody to see it. You know, she's been working on it for a year, and you know she's a hard worker. If you know, follow Beyonce, you see her career. She works hard, she puts her all into it. Like, she's in there editing, in the editing room, executive producing, directing. Like, she's involved and she puts her all into whatever she does. Even Miss Tina was like, oh, my baby is like so proud of this, she can't wait for you guys to see it. And like, I know she's so excited. Like, so I'm happy. Like, watching that little video, seeing her so proud and happy. And of course, like I said in my already video reaction yesterday, she doesn't talk about stuff. She's like, you know, Beyonce, she just drops shit. Like, she don't even talk about it. So this is like the one film where she's actually sitting, talking about it, promoting it, and pushing it, because you know she just drops stuff. Your fave could never, honestly, like, your fave could never. I was saying that through the whole film. Your faves could never. Argue with your mother, don't argue with me. All right? We start off the film. We see water. It's scenery, it's water, there's trees, there's grassland. Like, the imagery in this film was beautiful. It was so beautiful. You saw the details in everything. The details in the lake, the details in the grass, the details in the sand dunes, the details in the desert. Like, the details of it was beautiful, incorporated with the like fashion and the looks. Like, the detailing was so on point. And then, of course, as you're going over like the grassland and the scenery, you hear Mufasa, James Earl Jones in the background talking. And then he says, we're all connected in a great circle of life, which of course, you know, is from The Lion King. Like I said, is this film is supposed to be like The Lion King reimagined. And then it's also connected to her album that came out last year, which was Lion King The Gift, which a couple months ago she did like the behind the scenes of her making the album. So this was a connection to that. And of course, as usual in Beyonce fashion, each song had a video. So, of course, Beyonce been doing this since 2007, since the Beyonce Anthology DVD, and she has continued to do it where each song has a visual, has a video aid, and you can see her vision behind the song. So, this is why I say your face could never, because the detailing that Beyonce and her team puts into all of this is so intricate and so bomb. And to like come up with a vision and look for a video and in each song is beautiful, because a lot of people give you videos and it just be you rather listen to the song. But the Beyonce give you a video and the visual aid is just really dope. So then as we're scrolling through the land, then we see these green outfits pop up with the melanated skin. And that's one thing that I love. I always say this here on this channel. Black people in color is a beautiful sight. So seeing all this melanated skin in this green, ooh, it was so nice, so beautiful. She had different parts where people had on like different suits. So this part was like a green suit, and then later on in the film she had people in like these orange suits. So we're gonna get into that. But like the color contrast, color schemes on the black skin, I stand. We get into the part where we see like Moses. It's supposed to be the depiction of like Moses in the basket, where it's also like giving very Prince of Egypt throwback. If you guys saw that movie, Prince of Egypt, saw the basket like going through the waters, and then that was at the beginning, and then it traveled through the whole film. So in another part you'll see it traveled through, and then of course the basket reaches, and like when you watch the film you'll get what I'm saying, but like you see the motion of the basket moving. And then the next scene we see is, which we know, but it's from afar, but we know it's Beyonce. It's from afar, and you see her on the beach on the sand in this white gown, and the camera is panning closer and closer and closer and closer to her, and then we get to her and she's in this white gown and she looks so good. I'm looking at the photo right now. She looks so freaking good, giving you right leg out, thigh out, giving you thighs and breasts thicker than Popeyes, all right? Like, out here. Out here. And then she has like her hair parted, and her hair is wavy. The gown was beautiful, and then she's walking, and she had this baby in her hand, just walking, just giving. And then as we walk through the beaches, we see the women with the headdresses on, the traditional African like headdresses, just having it on their head, and she just walking through with the baby, just giving, like giving. From the beginning, we start off just like that. Beyonce always gives some type of poetry. So as she's walking, right before we get into the music, we hear like her saying some poetry in the background, just like Lemonade, with like the poetry with the music. She likes to give that with her film, which I love, because listening to the poetry, especially for Black is King, because all of the poetry has to do with being Black and being empowered and keeping your crown up. Don't bow your head or your crown will fall. Like, the poetry was just very impactful and very empowering. And of course, the film is called Black is King, so we're talking about being powerful. Black is king, which means Black is rich, Black is regal, Black is powerful. We're empowered. We're the higher standard, the king, the crown. Like, Black is king, empowering us to let us know, like, we are powerful. We are it. They don't want us to know that. They want us to think that we're lower, but we're not. We have to know Black is king. Like, Black is power. Like, so that's the message basically of like the whole film. That is what the whole film is supposed to give. It's supposed to empower you. And then we see a man, and he has like blue paint all over him, and then the blue is supposed to signify love, harmony, togetherness, and peace, which again shows the meaning of the film. Love, harmony, togetherness, and peace. Like, those words are powerful in itself. Like, then that's when we get into the song Bigger. And if you don't know Bigger, come on. Like, we're part of something way bigger, bigger than you, bigger than me, bigger than pictures that frame us to be. Legacy. Like, so if you don't know Bigger, like I said, go listen to Lion King The Gift, because if you have not listened to that yet, I don't know what you've been doing. It's been out, like I said, already for a year, so definitely get into Lion King The Gift. It really is a really, really good album. Like, last night watching the film made me want to go listen to the album again. I definitely gonna go listen to it again. Even with this film, like, the transition from each song, each visual, each poem, it was just so good. But Beyonce does transitions really, really well, so I'm not surprised. And then right before we get into this red outfit, it was just giving me, of course, same type of vibe. It was giving me very Wakanda, Wakanda Forever, which obviously it's definitely obvious, like, it is the same type of vibe, the same type of inspiration, so I definitely saw the Wakanda influence. Then we get into this like red outfit where she's doing choreo, and it's like red, it's like a red lace-up tie-up outfit with like a leotard looking bottom with the ropes hanging from the bottom. This outfit was so nice. Like, everybody had on the same look, and then Beyonce standing in the middle, and then they're just doing like this choreo in the middle. Very regal, very powerful, and yeah, the choreo was really, really dope. And what I loved the color. I always look at color and imagery. The red standing in front of the greenery in the back was so beautiful. The color contrast of that red and green, chef's kiss. Like, it was so good. But of course, the detailing is also always important. And then we transition into the desert, and that's what she performed. Well, the song came on, Find Your Way Back, which is one of my favorite songs on The Gift. Find your way back. Don't let this life drive you crazy. Circle of life, but one day you might not make it. Yeah, this song is so beautiful. So beautiful. I love this song. Definitely one of my favorite songs on The Gift. Song. Same on the desert. She's in this like black sparkly outfit. It's like black with little diamantes on it, and then the diamonds are hanging with this extravagant choker. Ooh, the choker was fire, with these big hoops, with the oval silver glasses, the headdress. This image right here in front of the moon, like, that was so beautiful. I was like, B, like, let me say, Zarina, she did her thing. Like, and then something that I said in my already video reaction, if you did not check out the already video reaction that I posted yesterday, I will link it in the card, so check it out. But I said, They did a lot of staccato dance moves. All of most of the dance moves is very like ha, chop, chop, very staccato like. So I love that. I love it. One thing that I also noticed, there were, since of course is a reimagining of The Lion King, there were parts where Beyonce as well as the cast was painted and looked like the animals. Like in one part she had like, I should have took a screenshot, a picture of it, but she was painted like one of the animals. She had like the animal print on her, which was really, really, really dope, because of course, like I said, it's the reimagining of The Lion King, like I keep saying. But so of course you want to have like the animals, because it's The Lion King, you want to have the animals. So I thought that was so dope. Next song, which is Don't Jealous Me, which is another song that I love. The beat of that song when it starts is just like, ooh. Like, oh, that song is so good. It's so good. It's so good. That part was dope too. Like, don't run with lions, snakes don't swing with monkey. Like, ooh, that part was dope. Go watch The Lion King. Go watch Black is King, guys. It was so good. The visually to my eyes, it was just very pleasing. And then we get into the same song. Yemi did her choreo in this like red number, which was fire. Like, she was killing it. She killed the choreo. She killed her part. She looked really, really, really good. I was like, yes, sis, eat it up. Like, eat them up. Like, everybody's choreo music parts were so good. Like, ooh, it was just so good. Like, it was so good. I didn't expect anything less, but just watching it, it was so good. And then after that, we see the part where Scar kills Mufasa. Mufasa is dead. And then we get into like the funeral, and then you see like the pallbearers holding up like the casket. So that's how I'm like, the reimagining was so dope. And then Beyonce's like walking in front of it, and then they're like following her. Visually, guys, it was so pleasing. Of course, more poetry. The one line that stuck out to me, it was, our ancestors hold us from within our own bodies. And I was like, ooh, that hit something right here. That hit you in the core. And then we get into Hove, and like I told you earlier, Hove was like the grown Simba, and he arrived. We got to go to this image. Hove arrived in a black car. He had on this black outfit, all black, looking fly. Like, he looked so good. I was like, yes, Jay. Like, he just pulled up looking rich and wealthy and royalty, and I was like, yes. So yeah, this part with Hove coming in, Jay coming in, was so fire. Like, it was just so luxury, like black people in luxury. Like, I was living. And then Beyonce, this part with Beyonce sitting in like this robe, like this white robe, looking luxurious. Like, got a white butler. Like, we was living for that part. I was like, yes, white butler, serve. Like, she looks so luxurious, like living. And then of course, once we saw Jay, we already know what song was coming up. It was gonna be Mood Forever, another one of my favorite songs on the album. Like, that song is so good. It just, Mood Forever, like, it just gets you turn your mood forever. Like, ugh, I got my cup up to the heavens the other night. I don't remember. Promise this my mood forever. Promise this my mood forever. And then it goes to her laying in the bed, and then she gets up, and then she has on this this eye mask that says mood. And yeah, I was like, and then she has it on, and of course, like, the young Simba, like I said, it shows like young Simba, older Simba, like, it shows back and forth of like in between. And then Jay starts rapping, and it goes from like the young Simba to him, young Simba or Simba. Like, it was just going back and forth. Like the cinematography, visually, you know, the budget was big and high and juicy. Like, the cinematography budget, the wardrobe budget, like budgets, it was just big budgets. double B, big budgets, all right? Big B's, like literally big B's over here. Big B's for B. Ooh, BBB. Big B's for Beyonce. Big budget for Beyonce. BBB. Like, just like, just black excellence. And then, you know, Beyonce, Hove, they both be rapping about like having black art in their house. Kids running around black art. So, they're in the image. They're in the image of themselves. Like, and then we move into one of my favorite segments with, we saw the image of, because when Beyonce posted like the trailer of Black is King, we saw the part where she was in like this leopard, which is all leopard. She was in leopard, the car was leopard, the cast was in leopard. It was just leopard. It was giving very Lion King, like obviously Lion King, giving you very much Cheetah Girls, like out here, like a leopard. This part was so dope. She had on this whole leopard bodysuit with these Louboutins, like, and then the cast had on these like leopard suits. The guys had on these leopard suits on the leopard car. Like, it was a lot of leopard, but it wasn't annoying. Like, it was like, ooh, okay, this looks really good. I was living for the leopard part. I was living. And then we get into where she goes, I'm so unbothered. I'm so unbothered. Y'all be so pressed while I'm raising daughters. And then she's like walking through in this like leopard gown, like with the headdress, with the slit. You know she love a good slit, giving you very much the Toni Braxton leg out. She love a good thigh moment, okay? It was a living. I love the dramatics, so I'm always here for it. And then we move into one of my favorite sections, which again, I told you in the beginning, she had like green suits, but then we get into the orange suits. And orange on black people, like color on black people is just beautiful, period. But then orange specifically on black people is just so beautiful. It brings out everything in them. And then the orange, the men are in the orange suits, and then it transitions into the magenta. The women are in these like magenta gowns with gloves and shades, and the headdress is like, I'm out of breath because it was just so beautiful. Just seeing the color transition into that, and then they're in the water, and then it's the orange mixed with the magenta in the water, and then of course Beyonce's in the middle. And something very similar to what she wore, not specifically the outfit, but the material of the outfit was very similar to something that, a suit that she made for the Underrun 2 tour. Part was so beautiful. Like, I was sitting there in awe. Like, it was so beautiful to watch. And then of course she's swimming. You know, Beyonce loves water. She's a goddamn whale. You know what I want to be when I grow up? I want to be a whale. Like, she loves a good water moment. Like, one part, I don't know if you guys noticed, of course, you know, Childish Gambino, Danny Glover comes on at the end. Well, he's in Mood Forever, and then at the end, he has a part, and he wasn't in the film, but they had a portrait of him. When his part came up, they went into the portrait of him on the wall. I don't know if you guys peeped that, but if you watched it, definitely watch it again. See that part? When he came to his part, he had a portrait. They went into the portrait of Childish Gambino. And I thought that was so dope because he wasn't in the film. I thought that was so dope to like show the portrait of him because that was his part. And I was like, aw, and his part is really good. So I was like, I wish he was in it, but it was so dope that they still like, he was there in like spirit. So I love that. I love that part. One part that stuck out to me was at the end of that part, she was standing on this like long ladder with like a purple background, and she had these long braids, like Rapunzel is shaking in her boots. Rapunzel is quaking, Rapunzel is shaking. She don't know what just hit her. Like, after that, we get into one of my favorite parts of the whole film. I know I keep saying this, but this is one of my favorite parts of the whole film. It was Brown Skin Girl. Oh my gosh. Brown Skin Girl was so freaking beautiful. Like, Naomi Campbell, Lupita Nyong'o. We had, like, everybody that she named in the song, she had in it. And of course, Miss Calendria Rowland, just looking beautiful. Like, Kelly Calendria is freaking beautiful. Like, I'm looking at the image right now. This whole scene was just everything. Brown Skin Girl is top 2 on the Gift album. So, And then of course we start off with Blue Ivy with her part, and then she looks so cute. She starts it off and she ends it off, and Blue is so beautiful. Hair full, flowing, curly. Y'all was mad, y'all was making fun of her hair, and now she has more hair than all of you guys. And then the part where Kelly and Beyonce were like singing to each other, and then they hugged each other and like, I love you, girl. It was so cute. Like, it was just such a good like friendship moment. Like, for a Destiny Child fan like me, who grew up watching them, listening to them, and then to know that they've been friends since like Girls Time, before Girls Time, they've been friends since they were like 8 years old, and to see now they're like 39 and they're still out here just being friends and flourishing and just looking beautiful and just being beautiful Black powerful women. And I was just like, oh, I love them. Like, they're so cute. That part was just so beautiful. They had like a cotillion, which a cotillion is like a coming of age for a Black woman. It's like a ball, so they featured that in the brown skin girl section of the film, which I thought that was like a perfect thing to add, because we're talking about brown skin girls, of course, brown skin girls of all ages, and the cotillion is that coming of age. So I thought that part was, like I said, one of my favorite parts of the whole film. I get into the next part, which is my favorite part. Yeah, I do have a favorite part of the whole entire film, and it was the part of the song My Power, which that song again is a bop. My power, my power, they feel away. Oh wow. It's called My Power, so it was just powerful. The choreo was fire, and then it went back from like Blue Ivy was like mimicking everything B did. It was like the young B, like Blue was the young B, and then it went into Beyonce, and then they were just mimicking. They had on the same outfit, they were just mimicking everything, and Blue ate them up. Blue Ivy Carter ate them up. BIC ate them up. I was like, yes, Blue. She was living for that part, because at the beginning I could tell she was a little bored. You know, she's a child, she's young, so I could tell in the beginning she was a little bored. She was like, all right, wrap it up. Because, you know, with production, if you ever been on set, they film, a lot of times they film the same thing multiple times. Like, so I could tell she was like, all right, wrap it up. But this part, My Power, Blue was living for this part. She was living, I could tell, she was living her best life for this whole scene. And of course, we ended off with Spirit, which is such a beautiful song. Beyonce put out a video last year. If you did not check out my review, I did a reaction review, I will link it in the cards, but definitely check that out. Such a beautiful song. We saw the music video already, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it's a beautiful song. Before we got into the video, Beyonce had a choir singing a cappella, and she was standing in the middle of the choir. The choir was wearing like a purple lavender outfit, and Beyonce was standing in the middle with like this yellow gown, which, beautiful. Like the whole scenery, like the contrast of that yellow in the middle with the purple, like the color, they used their color wheel. Like they used their color wheel and it showed. Like the purple with the yellow was so beautiful. They were standing on these steps, and then it was like a big circular window just shining on it, and then the lighting and everything was just beautiful. They sung Spirit like a cappella, and then it went into the actual song. And of course, a cappella stuff is just so beautiful, especially when you have the choir to back it up. Like you got the sopranos, the altos, the tenors, the bass, and it was just a beautiful moment. And then it ended. That's the one thing I'm not here for Beyonce with. It just ended too abruptly for me. It was too abrupt for me. Like, it just ended so abruptly. And I was like, wait. Like, we literally were sitting there like, it's over, that's it. Like, because I guess it just caught you off guard, because like it was just going so smoothly, and then it was just like, all right, wrap it up. But it just ended so abruptly. But other than that, it was such a beautiful film, and then we ended it off and we saw it directed by Beyonce Knowles Carter, and I love to see it. Beyonce Knowles, a Black woman directing, putting everything together. Like, I love it, because you know, she's come so far in her career to take charge in her career and be just killing the game. Like, just killing the game. Like, y'all don't even know. I hope y'all really get in and see the work that this woman puts in, the hard work she does, the things that she does, the behind the scenes. Like, she's such a hard worker. All of this that she's getting right now is work. Like, she's been doing this since she was 9 years old, running in heels, like doing summer boot camps at her house. Like, her dad was running it, like, to make sure that they would be the best performers they can. Damn, that's how she's able to do choreo and heels and do whole shows and performances and tours, because she's been practicing this, she's been studying this since she was a little girl. So she's been working for this. Like, I'm so happy, so proud that that's my fave. Like, yeah, I know I've been here from the beginning with Beyonce, so like, that's really my fave. Like, I really love her. Like, I really love her. I always say this, but I really, just to watch, like, I've been watching her since she was like, what, 16, 17 years old, and then I grew up with her, like, and to see where she is now is just a beautiful thing. But yeah, we ended it off with the credits, and then of course Black Parade is in the background. The song is a vibe. First of all, that song is a vibe. It just gets you so hyped and so excited. Like, ooh, ancestor for me on game. Like, ooh, she ate that up. She ate that up. She ate that up, for real, for real. But that is it, guys, for this review of Black is King. Like I said, I've been saying all video. If you did not watch it yet, definitely go check it out. I'm gonna be watching it again later on. And yeah, definitely comment below. Let me know what you think of Black is King. If you did see it, definitely like the video if you would like. Definitely subscribe to my channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. Share this video if you would like, and follow me on my social medias at Bria Van Kooten, my Instagram and my Twitter, because when I'm not on here, I'm definitely on there. And definitely check out my blog, www.briavankooten.com. New blog post every Friday. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Have an amazing rest of your weekend, and just live your best life. Like, live your best life. Be happy. We have 5 more months left in 2020. I know 2020 hasn't gone how a lot of people have wanted it, but it's here, and you just have to make the best of it. Be thankful that you're here, you're alive, stay safe, and you just have to make the best of it, because there's still blessings coming through all of this sadness. So keep working, keep grinding, because there's still blessings coming through. All right, guys? So have an amazing rest of your weekend. Have an amazing rest of half of your week. So when I see you on Wednesday, all right? And I'll see you guys then. Peace, love, deuces.